Hello, welcome to the sixth week of the summer term. Hope all's going well. I thought I would just kind of just do a little update as we're getting closer to the end of the term. As you know, this is a 7 week or really an 8 week term, and it will end 2 weeks from yesterday. June 28th is the last day for the summer one term. And so we are in the home stretch. This week, you're focused on chapters 11 and 12 in the reading, which is chapter 11 is the bureaucracy, chapter 12 is the judiciary. The judiciary is the court system. So make sure you read those chapters, and then you do have a question, a critical thinking question this week about the judiciary, and specifically, it's about judicial appointments. And I did include a separate video in the folder this week about that, so please watch that for more background on the topic. But we are getting closer to the end of the semester. Next week, you will have two more chapters, and we'll be wrapping up the written assignments, and then the last exam, the exam for exam number 3, will open a week from this Friday. So not this Friday, but the following Friday. And then it'll be due on Monday, June 28th, and then you will be finished with the class. So it's gone by pretty quickly. Take a look at your grade in Moodle. Make sure you're not missing any grades on any assignments. Again, there have been discussion boards and critical thinking questions. So make sure that I've graded everything. I think I have, but just it's always good if students check on their own. And if there's any missing grade where you know you did an assignment, but for some reason it wasn't graded, please let me know. This time of the semester, I always get a lot of questions about extra credit, and I do know that people are always willing to do extra credit and earn some extra points. My experience with extra credit is that that in order for extra credit to really make any difference in a student's grade, it would have to be worth a lot more than I really would be willing to give for extra credit. So because if it's a few points, that's going to be sorted out anyways. If let's say it was a 10-point assignment, that's just not going to be enough to move you into another grade range. And if your grade is on the margin, let's say you have a grade that's it equals out to 79%, let's say. Well, I'm going to bump you up to the next grade anyways. So there would really be no point in extra credit in that situation. And otherwise, I would have to make an assignment worth 50 points, which is about 10% of the course grade, because that's what it takes to get to the next grade range. And 50 points is that's bigger than, there's no assignment that I give that's worth 50 points, and that just would be a lot of work on my end for grading, and it just would not be, it really wouldn't be fair overall because there's so many other ways to earn points in the class. So I know students like to ask for extra credit, but I just understand I won't be giving it. But I do take a look at individual improvement over the course of the semester, and I also again, if your grade is on the border between two grades, you're going to get the higher grade, and I do round up. So those are things to keep in mind. But that's why it is so important that you do every assignment. So. Now, if you missed an assignment early in the semester or at some other point in the semester, again, it's too late at this point to make it up unless you had a valid reason for why you missed that assignment, that something came up and you didn't notify me. But generally, you need to let me know if something's come up where you can't do an assignment. I have made accommodations where students have needed an extra day for some reason on one of the assignments. So. But at this point, it really is too late to go back and do an assignment that was due a month ago. But I will work with you if something did really come up where you had a good reason for why you missed it. I would consider that. So that's about it. I just kind of wanted to do an update. So again, you have this week and next week. You have some assignments each week, and then of course the last exam. Exam number 2, which you just took last week, that closed yesterday, the grades on that are available, so take a look, and if you have any questions about what you got on that exam, please let me know. And so what happens in the next 2 weeks is that when you submit your third exam by June 28th, again, you've done your last assignments, you will be finished with the course, And then I will be doing final grades that Monday and Tuesday or I guess it'd be the Tuesday. Really, I'll be doing the final grades the day after the exam is due. So the exam is due on the 28th. Monday, I'll be doing your final grades on the Tuesday. Excuse me. And I submit them through the student self-service system. So it's not through Moodle. It's actually through the self-service system, which is as how you register for classes at HFC and how you get all your other grades. But I do use the grade in Moodle for the grade that I submit to through self-service. So if you see any mistakes in the Moodle system, please send me an email and I'll take a look at it. All right. So again, I'm always sorry that I don't get to meet students in these classes in person. We're 100% online. But certainly I've enjoyed having you this semester. We still have a couple more weeks, but just wanted to kind of do a little check-in since we're getting close to the end. So feel free to email me. You can always, if you ever want to meet, I can set up a Zoom appointment or we can talk by phone as well. So have a good week. Enjoy the weather. Stay safe. And again, let me know if you have any questions. Oh, one last thing. Remember, the critical thinking question is that it'll be due this coming Monday night, 5 p.m. And remember that your essay does need to be about 400 words. This is the essay about the judicial appointment process. And again, if you use any outside sources for that assignment, if you consult any other source online, you do need to give me the source information, and you can put that in the comments section. And it needs to be a specific source. So, for example, if you used an article from a website, then you need to include the web address for that article so that I can click on it and actually read the article. So that's really important. All right. So have a great week, and we'll talk soon.